Hey guys, welcome back to the second part of our circuit break discussion. I'm gonna continue where we left off. We kind of left off in crawler dendrite. We're gonna be continuing on with the rest of the cards that we have left over. Most of the rares and super rares and ultra rares will be left for the near the end of the video. Right now I'm just showing off commons. Most of these commons are pretty good, in my opinion. Most of the crawlers is a good archetype. But that's just, it's just a good deck. I saw an extra link today, and I was just amazed. We also pulled out a Kishik Magician, but I had to give it to Miguel, you know. Yeah, you guys don't even know. It was fun. But let's continue where we left off. Crawler Ranvier. This is the one where you could target 2 crawler monsters in your graveyard, add them to your hand, and if it's destroyed by your opponent's battle or a card effect, special summon 2 crawlers from your deck and face down defense position, except itself. We got a play set and an extra one, so 3. So we have 4. Crawler Spine. This is the one where you could target one monster on the field and destroy it, and it doesn't have to be face up. And this one lets you special summon, and if it's destroyed by battle or card effect by an opponent, you can special summon 2 crawlers with different names, except itself. We have a playset. We have Mermail Abyssnary. This is the one where you can discard 1 card, where you can discard it and destroy, and then target 1 water monster you control, and destroy another water monster that you control from your hand or field, and destroy it, and the monster that you targeted first gets gains attack equal to gains the original attack and defense of that monster that you destroyed to the targeted monster. And if it's discarded to the graveyard by a water monster, I think, if discarded is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can draw 1, then discard 1. And you can only use this effect. We have a playset. I'm probably planning on running 2 on my Mermails that I'm gonna finish making by next week. I'll probably bring you a deck profile on that. FA Pit Stop. This is the one where you could target 1 FA, reduce its level by 2, and then draw cards equal to the FA Pit Stops that you have in your grave. +1. So, say you have 2, that's already +3. 1, it's +2. And if it's in your graveyard, you can banish it and then target 1 FA monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So bring back your turbocharger or whatever. I don't think we've gone over it yet. But 3, 6, we have 7. We have 2 playsets. I'm probably gonna run 3 just for the draw power. Sniffer Dragon. This is the one where if it's no more special summon, you can add 1 Sniffer Dragon. So just keep adding itself back. This would probably go good if you're messing around with Soldier Dragoons, but I hardly doubt anybody will use Soldier Dragoons. We have 3, 6. We have 7. We have 2 playsets, so +1. That's 7. Crawler Receptor. This is the one that lets you add 1. Yeah, you can add 1 crawler to your deck to your hand, and if it leads the field, special summon 2 crawlers with different names and face down defense position, except itself. We have a playset, so we have 4 technically. So Crawler Glial. This is the one where you can special summon 1 from your hand or 1 crawler from your hand or graveyard in face up attack position or face down defense position. And if it leaves the field, special summon out 2 and in face down defense position, except itself, and they have to have different names. We have a playset. Anesto Rocket. This is the one where if it's targeted by a link monster's effect, you can destroy it. You can destroy this card, then make 1 face-up monster on the field unable to attack. And also, it also has its effect negated, kind of like a V-jump. And during the end phase, if this card was destroyed on the field by a battle or card effect, you could special summon 1 rocket from your deck. We have about, we have 2 playsets and 1. So we have 7. We have World Legacy Clash. This is, in my opinion, a pretty good card. You can, this is the one where you banish one monster you control, and then target one piece of monster your opponent controls, and it loses attack and defense equal to the original attack and defense of the monster you banished. We have a playset. We have Bendred Stridges. This is the one where you can reveal 1 Bendred, special summon it. Yeah, you can 1 Bendred, special summon it, but it's banished when it leaves the field. Also, if it's used for a ritual summon for a Bendred card, you can, after damage calculations, if it battled, you have this card battled an opponent's monster, you can draw 1 card, then discard 1. So it's draw 1 plus 1. Draw 1, discard 1. So if you draw that Mizuki, that's perfect. We have about a playset. We also have Goki Headbat. If this card is in your hand, you can summon one other Goki monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target 1 Goki monster you control. Special summon this card in defense position, and if you do, the targeted monster gains 800 attack until the end of this turn. And if it leaves the field, you can, it's sent from the field to the graveyard. You can add 1 Goki card from your deck to your hand. It can only be used once per turn. We were almost going to complete our second playset. We only needed 1 more. We have Altergeist Kinkuri. This is the one where it can negate one of your opponent's monsters. This is the one that can negate the attack. And if it's special summoned, you can target 1 monster. You can target 1 face-up card your opponent controls to negate the effects of that card while this card is on the field. We have 2 playsets. We have Altergeist Camouflage. This is the one where you can target 1 Altergeist you control, equip it, and it kind of becomes invisible to battle. Yeah, and your opponent can attack you directly if one of your Altergeists has this card. So yeah, that's the only drawback. And so if it would be targeted by an opponent's effect, you can negate the activation of it. You can negate the targeting. And negate on a monster effect that... Oh, it only negates monster effects. Yeah, monster effects that targets the equipped monster. And if an Altergeist would be destroyed while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish it instead. We only got 1 because my friend took the rest. Capacitor Stalker. This is the one where it's summoned your monster. You can target 1 other Cyberse monster you control. It gains 800 attack, and if it leaves the field by battle or by card effect, both players take 800. Yeah, each player takes about 800 damage. We have 2 playsets. We have Lyricalux Recital Starling. This is the one where you can target 1 monster on the field. It gains 300 attack and defense for each. Gains 300 attack and defense for each material attached to this card. And once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Add 1 level 1 Winged Beast monster. So you could probably, if you're messing around with Duck Dropper, you can add it. And all battle damage you take from battles involving this card, your opponent also takes it as well. So, it's kind of funny. Luna like Kaleido Chick. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one. Yeah, Luna like Kaleido Chick. Luna Light Kaleido Chick. This is the one where you could send 1 Luna Light monster from your deck or extra deck, and it gets treated as it. And if it leaves the field, if it's used as If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target one polymerization in your graveyard and add it to your hand, and you can only use this effect once per turn. And if this card is banished, you can activate this effect. This turn, your opponent's card effects cannot be activated during the battle phase. So we have 3, 6. We pulled out 2 playsets and 1, so 7. World Legacy Pawns. This is the one where you could target one face-down monster you control, change it to face-up attack position or defense position, and then shuffle one crawler monster you control. No, wait. Yeah, you can shuffle one crawler monster in your graveyard to the main deck, then target one face-up monster you control, change it to face-up attack position. No, I mean face-down defense position. Sorry, my bad. And you can only activate this card's effect once per turn. And we got also Altergeist Protocol. This is the one where the activation of Altergeist cards cannot be negated, and when your opponent activates a monster's effect, you can send one other face-up Altergeist card you control to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. And you can only use it once per turn. I think we're gonna make this into a third video because we're gonna be getting into the good cards that we got. Well, rares, ultra rares, and super rares and secret rares as well. So stay tuned for part 3.